gas, boiling race. Son of a bitch! Hi, this is Dr. Spencer Reid. I actually can come to the phone right now with a very special message that your mother is
Reid.
For nearly 2 decades, Criminal Minds kept me hooked with unforgettable cases and characters. But off-screen, several cast members faced unexpected career changes, exits, and personal struggles. Here's where they are in 2026. Thomas Gibson was born on July 3, 1962. He played Aaron Hotchner, the disciplined leader of the BU, and one of the most respected figures in Criminal Minds history. When the series premiered in 2005, he was 43 years old and quickly became the emotional backbone of the team. Hotch was calm under pressure, highly intelligent, and often carried the burden of protecting everyone around him. His storyline involving the tragic death of his wife remains one of the show's most heartbreaking arcs. Off-screen, however, his story became far more complicated. In 2016, Thomas was removed from the show following a reported on-set altercation that ended his long run. Since then, he has largely stepped away from major television projects. Many fans still believe Hotch deserved a better ending. Mandy Patinkin was born on November 30, 1952. He played Jason Gideon, the original mastermind profiler whose instincts often solved the team's hardest cases. Gideon was brilliant, emotionally layered, and deeply affected by the darkness he encountered. Many early fans believed he was the soul of the series. That is why his sudden departure after only 2 seasons felt so unexpected. Mandy later explained that the show's violent subject matter became emotionally exhausting for him. Rather than continue in a role that affected his mental well-being, he chose to leave. His career recovered beautifully when he later starred in Homeland. Even today, viewers still debate whether Gideon or Rossi was the stronger profiler, and that debate became possible because of the next actor. Joe Mantegna was born on November 13, 1947. He joined Criminal Minds in 2007 as David Rossi after Gideon's departure created enormous pressure. Replacing a fan favorite rarely works, but Joe handled it brilliantly. Rossi brought wisdom, humor, and a warmer personality that balanced the team's darker investigations. He also became a mentor figure for younger agents. Unlike many cast members who experienced major career turbulence, Joe maintained remarkable stability both professionally and personally. His long marriage and steady acting career made him one of the franchise's most respected veterans. By 2026, he remains closely associated with the show's legacy. But while Rossi earned respect, the next actor became an entirely different kind of fan obsession. Matthew Gray Gubler was born on March 9, 1980. He played Dr. Spencer Reid, the genius profiler whose intelligence and vulnerability made him one of television's most beloved characters. He was only 25 when the show began and quickly became a breakout star. Reid's struggles with trauma addiction in his family, failed relationships, and prison storyline gave the character enormous depth. Fans connected with how human he felt despite his extraordinary intelligence. Outside acting, Matthew built an unusual career as a director-painter and best-selling author. His creativity helped him stand apart from typical Hollywood stars. Even years later, fans constantly ask whether Reid will fully return again. But Reid's closest friendship became just as iconic as his storylines. Kirsten Vangsness was born on July 7, 1972. She played Penelope Garcia, the team's unforgettable technical analyst. Garcia brought warmth, humor, and emotional relief to a series filled with disturbing crimes. Her colorful personality made her instantly memorable. She often served as the emotional bridge between viewers and the darker cases being investigated. Kirsten remained deeply loyal to the franchise for years, and even contributed as a writer behind the scenes. Her chemistry with one particular co-star became legendary among fans. Their playful scenes remain some of the most rewatched moments in the show's history. And that naturally brings us to the man behind those exchanges. Shemar Moore was born on April 20, 1970. He played Derek Morgan, one of the BAU's strongest field agents and one of the show's biggest stars. Morgan's emotional trauma involving his childhood made him far more complex than a typical action-driven character. Fans loved his confidence, loyalty, and his iconic interactions with Garcia. After leaving in 2016, Shemar smoothly transitioned into leading SWAT, proving his popularity extended far beyond one franchise. He remained one of television's most recognizable leading men. But while Morgan left on strong terms, the next actress faced a very different situation that caused major fan outrage. A.J. Cook was born on July 22, 1978. She played Jennifer Giroux, better known as J.A.J., She began as the team's media liaison before evolving into one of its strongest profilers. Her emotional storylines involving family trauma and motherhood made her incredibly relatable to viewers. In 2010, she was briefly removed from the show during reported budget cuts, and fan backlash was immediate. Viewers made it clear the series felt incomplete without her. Her eventual return proved how deeply audiences cared about JJ. By 2026, she remains one of the most respected cast members in franchise history. Paget Brewster was born on March 10, 1969. She played Emily Prentice, one of the most resilient characters in Criminal Minds history. When she first joined in 2006, she faced enormous pressure because many viewers were still upset about Ellie Greenaway leaving the team. Emily gradually won audiences over through intelligence, toughness, and emotional vulnerability. Her fake death storyline became one of the most shocking twists the series ever attempted, and her eventual return created huge excitement among longtime fans. Off-screen, Paget built a remarkably stable career with voice acting work in projects like DuckTales, and Final Space. By 2026, she remains one of the franchise's most beloved figures. But the woman she originally replaced remains a topic of debate. Lola Glaudini was born on November 24, 1971. She played Elle Greenaway, one of the original BAU agents during the show's earliest years. Elle was smart, fearless, and emotionally intense, which made her stand out immediately. Her final storyline remains controversial because she crossed ethical lines after shooting an unsub and then walking away from the team. Some viewers understood her emotional breakdown, while others felt the writers handled her exit too abruptly. Off-screen, Lola reportedly struggled with the demanding filming schedule, and eventually chose to leave the show. She later continued acting, but maintained a far lower public profile than many former cast members. And speaking of short-lived roles, the next actress also left far earlier than fans expected. Jennifer Love Hewitt was born on February 28, 1979. She played Kate Callahan during season 10. By the time she joined Criminal Minds, she was already a major television star thanks to Party of Five, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Ghost Whisperer. Many fans expected her to stay for years, but her run lasted only one season. She stepped away due to pregnancy and chose to focus on family. Later, she found major success again starring in 911. Her short run left fans wondering what could have been. But another replacement quietly earned much more respect over time. Jean Triplehorn was born on June 10, 1963. She played Dr. Alex Blake, a linguistics expert who joined after Emily Prentice temporarily left. At first, many fans resisted the change because replacing beloved characters is never easy. However, Alex slowly gained respect because she brought intelligence, maturity, and emotional depth to the team. Her bond with Reid became one of the most underrated relationships in later seasons. John chose to leave after 2 seasons, wanting her character to have a graceful conclusion rather than overstaying her welcome. While her time on the show was brief, many fans later appreciated her far more than they initially did. Then came another late addition who brought fresh energy. Aisha Tyler was born on September 18, 1970. She played Dr. Tara Lewis, the forensic psychologist who joined Criminal Minds in 2015 during one of the show's most unstable periods. Several major cast departures had already made fans nervous, and many wondered whether this series could survive another transition. Aisha quickly proved she belonged. Tara brought intelligence, emotional balance, and sharp humor that helped refresh the team dynamic. Outside the show, Aisha had already built an impressive career as a comedian-director host and the voice of Lana Kane on Archer. Her arrival restored confidence, but replacing Morgan was an even harder challenge. Adam Rodriguez was born on April 2, 1975. He played Luke Alves after Shemar Moore left the series, which created enormous pressure from loyal fans. Derek Morgan had been one of the show's most beloved characters, so many viewers expected Luke to fail. Instead, Adam made sure the character felt completely different. Luke was quieter, more strategic, and brought valuable fugitive task force experience to the BIAU. Over time, fans respected that he never tried to imitate Morgan's personality. His success helped stabilize the show again, but the next actor brought an entirely different international background to the team. Daniel Henney was born on November 28, 19. He played Matt Simmons, bringing disciplined global experience and military precision to Criminal Minds. Before joining the series, Daniel had already achieved something very rare by building major success in both Hollywood and South Korean entertainment. That international career made him one of the franchise's most unique additions. Matt quickly earned respect because he felt dependable, intelligent, and family-oriented. Although his time on the original series ended when the show concluded in 2020, many fans appreciated what he added. But the final group includes even more unexpected stories. Josh Stewart was born on February 6, 1977. He played William Lamontagne Jr., JJ's husband, and became one of the show's most important recurring characters. While he was never a full-time BAU member, Will brought emotional depth by showing the personal sacrifices that came with the team's dangerous careers. His relationship with JJ helped humanize her storyline and gave viewers a rare look at family life outside investigations. Outside the series, Josh built a steady film career with roles in The Dark Knight Rises and Interstellar. He avoided major controversy and remains respected for consistently strong supporting performances. But another recurring character had a far darker real-life story. Nicholas Brendan was born on April 12, 1971. He played Kevin Lynch, Penelope Garcia's former boyfriend and fellow technical analyst. Fans enjoyed his relationship with Garcia because it added lighter moments to such a dark series. However, Nicholas faced serious personal struggles outside the show. Over the years, he dealt with legal troubles, substance abuse issues, and public battles with mental health challenges. His personal difficulties often overshadowed his acting career after his earlier fame on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Many fans still hope he finds long-term stability because his talent was never in question. But another supporting character left a much different legacy. Jane Atkinson was born on February 18, 1959. She played Aaron Strauss, one of the show's most complicated authority figures. Strauss initially frustrated fans because she often clashed with the BAU team, but writers gradually revealed her personal struggles and vulnerabilities. Her battle with alcoholism added unexpected emotional depth, and her eventual death shocked many longtime viewers. Jane's performance transformed what could have been a one-dimensional bureaucratic role into something far more layered. Outside Criminal Minds, she continued building an impressive television and theater career. But newer seasons introduced characters fans are still debating today. Zach Gilford was born on January 14, 1982. He played Elias Voigt, one of the most disturbing villains introduced during the Revival era. Longtime fans wondered whether newer seasons could still create terrifying antagonists, and Zach answered that question quickly. His performance made Voigt feel intelligent, unpredictable, and deeply unsettling. Many viewers already knew him from Friday Night Lights, which made this darker role even more surprising. His work helped prove the Revival could still deliver memorable threats, but the next newcomer brought moral ambiguity instead of pure evil. Yusar J. Hatanaka was born on October 4, 1990. He played Tyler Green during the Revival era and quickly became one of the show's most unpredictable newer characters. Tyler constantly operated in morally gray areas, leaving viewers unsure whether he could truly be trusted. That uncertainty made him fascinating. RJ had already built a steady career in both Canadian and American television before joining the franchise. His private personal life has remained largely out of public attention, but one final actress represents the newest chapter of the BAU story. Nicole Pacent was born on March 29, 1985. She played Rebecca Wilson in the Revival seasons and represents the franchise's newest generation. Rebecca brought fresh energy while helping maintain the legacy longtime viewers love. Nicole has steadily built her acting career through television and theater while keeping her private life extremely low-key. Her role proves Criminal Minds continues evolving even after more than 2 decades. Some original stars became legends, others left under difficult circumstances, and newer faces continue carrying the franchise forward. For more than 2 decades, Criminal Minds gave viewers unforgettable cases, terrifying villains, and characters that felt like family. Some stars left under controversy, others quietly moved on, and many continued thriving long after leaving the BAU. What makes this series special is how deeply fans still care about every character even years later. Whether you loved Hotch Reid Morgan Garcia or one of the newer agents, their stories helped build a television legacy few crime dramas can match. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more nostalgic TV updates.